Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. Got my pops here.
What's up, guys?
He's in the building. And y'all like these videos. I got a lot of positive comments when we did our last batch of videos. I think it was last week.
Yeah.
So we're going to talk about an interesting story, another interesting story here in the world of boxing. Shannon Briggs. Let's go, champ.
Let's go, champ.
Let's go, champ.
Yeah.
He will be, it says, on Boxing Scene that he will, in fact, be applying for a license in the UK with the British Boxing Board of Control. He is eyeing a UK fight. I got the article in front of me on boxingscene.com. I'll read you guys the quotes, and then we will dissect from there. Here's what he said verbatim. He said, I quote, "We've been trying to look for the right fight, and I'm actually going to go in front of the British Boxing Board of Control and hopefully get a license here to fight. I've been licensed to fight in the US, but I would love to fight here in England. Hopefully you'll see me in the ring in June or July, but I'll be back this year hopefully. I get a great response from the people. People seem to be fans, so I'd love to fight here. But if not, I'll hopefully fight on the undercard of Tyson Fury. If not, I'll still keep at it. I'll never give up." And then he basically just went on saying that boxing gives him therapy. He's been through a lot of stuff. It helps him put his best foot forward, and it helps him. So who am I to say? Who am I to tell the guy not to do what makes him happy? But reality is reality. Okay.
Yeah. The fact is,
Father Time beats everybody. It's undefeated.
What?
Okay. And he's 47 years old.
Yeah. When that clock comes ticking, it's time for you to punch the clock and do something else. And for me, Briggs has been around, and people love him in the UK. He's very popular with Let's Go Champ and everything. But it'd be nice to see him fight again, because everybody loves him. As a matter of fact, a lot of his fans, that's the first thing to say, Briggs, when you get back on the ring. So for him to get back in the ring, if that happens, will be great for all boxing fans, as well as myself and my son. And I would like to see that. But my opinion on that, even if he gets it, he's 47 years old. I mean, but then again, how old was Klitschko when he fought Joshua? I think he was in his 40s, wasn't he?
It's early 40s.
Oh, it's early 40s. It's a big difference. Okay, let's get it right. Yeah. So even if he gets in there, if Briggs get in there, the fans will love it. It'll be good for him if that's what he wants. But honestly, I don't think that he's in championship condition or any kind of condition to actually go in the ring with anybody at the age of 47 in the way you're doing going on boxing and promoting your Let's Go Champ and it's not wrong with that. People love you. You gotta do one thing. You dedicate to one thing, and then retire and do something else, or stay to what you're doing.
Yeah. Now they asked him who he's gonna fight next, and he said like he normally says,
yeah,
I'm gonna fight a couple pies first, get to practice.
Crazy, yeah.
And then but a notable name he did mention in that Sky Sports interview is that he'd like to fight DERECK CHISORA.
Chisora, to me, I don't rank him really high because I know he's just talking. He's very tough and everything, but as far as the age difference and how Chisora is, I think it's gonna affect Briggs. I really do. So I would pick. And I could be wrong, but I would pick Chisora over him because of age difference and the time that Briggs been out of the gym. But I still go for him. Vamos, campeón.
I'll say this: skill-wise, Shannon Briggs is definitely a better fighter than DERECK CHISORA.
Okay.
But the issue of Shannon, his whole career, even back when he had blonde dreadlocks and was looked at to be the next big great heavyweight, the issue is never talent. The issue has always been an up here thing. I've talked to a lot of well-respected trainers in boxing.
Yeah. People
whose opinions that I take as the gospel of boxing.
Right.
Okay, and they've worked very closely with Shannon, and they'll tell you with Shannon, it's never been a talent thing. It's always been a mind thing.
Wow.
And Shannon himself, I've heard Shannon himself, because for those of you who don't know, Shannon trained in my neck of the woods and here in South Florida at the Heavyweight Factory.
Yeah. And I don't want to change this conversation, but a couple of days ago we were also talking about the cat that fought Granados, and we were asking
Amir Imam.
Yeah, and one of the things that one of my son's personal great coaches, a boxing trainer friend, told him was that it was a mind thing with him too. Mm-hmm. So a lot, like you were saying, a lot of it is psychological.
It's very psychological. And I've even heard Shannon himself say this. In fact, I remember, I want to say 2 years ago, 2 years ago, when he was preparing for the Frederick Kendo fight.
Okay.
I was in the gym one day, and I remember he was talking about. He told me he was telling somebody a story about how he used to stay at Emmanuel Stewart's house.
Wow.
And I remember Shannon was walking out the gym one day. He was having a real serious conversation with somebody, and he was like, yeah, I could have been something. He said that.
Wow.
There was no cameras around. This was like Shannon Briggs, like the real Shannon Briggs, what
Right.
he really thinks.
Yeah,
So Shannon knows. I mean, Shannon's a very. If you spend any time around Shannon when the camera's on, I mean, I'm not gonna say that the guy you see on camera isn't him. You know, that's very much personality. He's very energetic. He's very outgoing. He talks to people. He's a life of party type of guy. But I will say that when he is on camera, that part of his personality is very exaggerated. And when you peel the layers of Shannon, he's a very intelligent. He's a very insightful man. He's very self-aware. So I know that he knows he's not a top-level heavyweight anymore.
Right.
And he's just trying to promote himself, one, and you know, he likes to fight. It's all he knows. It's all he likes, really.
Right.
So if he wants to fight DERECK CHISORA, I'm not anybody. I'm just a kid from Dane with some boxing posters as well. I'm not one to tell him what he should and shouldn't do. But I think he's really pushing it by trying to fight these top guys. You know, Chisora's. You know,
C-level heavyweight. That, or it could be just like anything else that he does, and he does it for the Let's Go Champ logo for himself. It's a promotional gig, you know what I mean? Like he'll just come out and say something and boom, 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 and draw his attention to himself. The Let's Go Champ thing. That could be it too. We're not discrediting Shannon Briggs at all. We love him here.
I love him to death. I love Shannon. I got a picture of him all right over there from when I first interviewed him.
Yeah. So and sometimes too, it's just like anything else when you act. When you see actors on TV, or when you see all these people off the camera, they're different. I can remember one time when I was here in Florida, and I met a good commentator for the Florida Marlins. Completely different attitude that he had on camera than when he had outside the cameras, and I was like 2 feet away from him. So I mean, people change. People are different out of the camera. Also, their real colors come out, or their real personality comes out. Not saying that that holds back Shannon Briggs from being the person that he is and the motivator that he is. I'm never taking that away from him. I'm just saying that people are different off the camera.
Yeah. There's more layers to Shannon than what you see in the videos. What I'll say too is, you know, he I don't know. I think Shannon should be. I really think, and I never had this conversation with Shannon, but I'd like to if I ever see him again, because I know he's in England right now. I love to see Shannon get into like boxing promoting. I think Shannon would be an excellent boxing promoter. I mean, a good friend of mine who I just interviewed recently is Henry Rivalto over the Heavyweight Factory.
Wow.
The bald-headed guy.
Yeah.
And you know, I think if like Shannon were to partner up with him and promote some local cards here in South Florida, he'd be good for anybody. Amazing. But any boxing promoter, I mean, he can go to match, he can go anywhere, and he'd be a great promoter.
One thing that really stands out about Shannon Briggs, regardless, he came from Brooklyn. He went through a lot of negativity. And he's turned out to a positive.
Had a tough career, you know, didn't really achieve what he wanted to in his career.
And did everything. But the biggest thing that I like as far as boxing goes is, and I learned from one of your videos, you had an interview with him, was that he says the best thing a boxer can do is promote himself and take control of his career and his fighting like he did. He said, no, it wasn't easy. I had to hustle, go here, go there, do this, but I promoted myself. I didn't have a promoter blocking my big fights where I would make big money. I didn't have this manager telling me this. I did it on my own. Yeah. So I think that's...
Well, that's now. He had those guys early.
Oh, yeah, of course. To start a career, he had that. But as time went on, he learned that, hey, you know what? I can do this myself. I don't need the man in between, the middleman to do all this.
And I mean, fair play to
him.
I
like that by Shannon Briggs. I'm not saying that he didn't get the help to when he was crawling when he came to boxing and then started walking. But he learned to promote himself. And if a lot of boxers can do that and have that personality like him, like Big Baby's great at that. I'm not saying he's just...
And Big Baby's learned a lot from Shannon.
Yeah, and the personality thing is what helps a lot of that.
Yeah. And, you know, fair play to Shannon. You know, I've witnessed firsthand what his Let's Go Champ movement has done for him as a boxer. Like, first fight I ever covered here on this channel was his fight against Michael Marone here at the heavyweight, at the Hard Rock, right up the street. And, it was an event. It was more than a fight. It was an event. They had 20. It was a heavyweight reunion. They had 26 heavyweight champions around the ring. They had
oh yeah, you told me
Mike Tyson, Lennox Lewis, Bo Holyfield.
Wow, you told me the photo too.
James Bone Crusher Smith, Chris Bird.
Wow,
all these guys were there. So he knew how to promote himself. He knew that, like, okay, the fight itself against Michael Marone wasn't a big deal. No. But they had an event around it, and they sold, I mean, back then, the event center at the Hard Rock, because they just tore it down to build that ridiculous hotel with the little guitar.
Yeah.
The old one, that was roughly a, 4,000, 5,000 seat venue.
Right.
And I'd venture to say, if it wasn't sold out, it was damn near close.
Yeah.
It was about 4,000 plus in there. He sold that right here in South Florida. So
it's funny because anyway, like every time you show me videos of him in the UK, it's crazy. He can just show up anywhere no matter where he's at, and people know who he is.
Because that's the power of social media, though. He understood that, you know, being an older guy, he reinvented himself.
Oh my God, you telling me about that?
Yeah.
I can't even spell my name. But, I mean, God.
So yeah, that's pretty much the news. Shannon Briggs will be he's trying to get his license in the UK, his boxer's license in the UK. He's gonna go in front of the British Boxing Board of Control soon and try to do that. He also said recently that he's gonna be on the undercard of Tyson Fury's fight against Tom Shores in Las Vegas for his ESPN debut. I'm not so sure how much stock I want to put into that.
Yeah.
But we'll see what happens with Shannon Briggs. And, you know, as always, you know, I've been talking about Shannon for years. I've done a lot of interviews with him. I haven't interviewed him in quite a long time because I haven't really seen him in quite a long time, but because he's been out and about. But I got a lot of love for Shannon, a lot of respect for Shannon. So yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Shannon Briggs trying to get his UK boxing license. So yeah, any final thoughts?
Yeah, Shannon Briggs bringing the champion mentality to all the people of all kinds of races and all kinds of jobs.
There you go.
And any kind of tribulations you're going through. Let's go, champ.
Let's go, champ. All right, so leave your comments down below. Take the time to subscribe, like I say in every single one of these videos. You can love me or you can hate me. But I'm just kidding. Yeah, from Dania. Sound it out, BT.
Yeah, a little slow, you know.
A little slow.
Yeah.
But yeah, take care, guys.
Yeah.